Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you about the half marathon that I ran 4 days ago and how ridiculous it ended up being, because it's safe to say it did not go to plan. In fact, not only did it not go to plan, but I ended up having to run the whole thing without water. You know, that thing you need to survive when doing strenuous exercise. Didn't have that. I will get to that in one moment, but first, let me set the scene a little bit. About 4 months ago, I decided that I want to run a marathon this year. This isn't like a couch to half marathon story. I've had some experience running, but this year I've kind of blown my life up and moved to a new city where I don't know anyone, and it's been pretty unstructured, and I was just kind of looking for some structure in my life. So I decided I'm going to run a half marathon and follow a training plan. So for the last 3 months, I've been training for this half marathon. So I signed up for a very small boutique event is what they called it. It's like there was only going to be like 50 of us running. I'm waking up every morning, doing my runs, making some sacrifices to make sure that I hit these long runs every week and whatnot. I'm pumped. I'm filled to the brim with confidence. I go to bed about 10:30 the night before, and that's when things start going downhill, because I wake up at 2:30 in the morning and I don't get back to bed. I only got about 3 hours of sleep, and I can't go back to bed, but I say, okay, so around 5 I get up, I start eating, get some coffee. I tried using the brew later setting on my coffee pot, and then I accidentally brewed it at like 5 p.m. the night before. So the coffee I had was also just sitting overnight and cold, and it was like, I probably should have just made another cup of coffee, but I just downed it. Then I drive an hour down to Sunset Beach. I'm tired. It's like 7 a.m. And I get to the race, and
welcome to the inaugural Prentiss unofficial half marathon. I showed up this morning after an hour of driving, and the event was canceled. They didn't notify me this whole time for those 3 months now. I've been training for a half marathon. Really excited to hit this milestone, hit this race. And the event was canceled.
yeah, it was canceled. I couldn't find the start line, so I emailed the organizer asking where it was, and he got back to me saying that the event was canceled and that I should have been receiving emails and texts about it, which I did not. But I had been training for 3 months for this moment, and also planned my entire week and weekend around the fact that I was going to be running a half marathon that morning. So I just decided to do it on my own. So I started running, and then it hit me.
A bit over 2 miles in now, I just realized I don't have water, because I thought that this was gonna be an event. You know, that's what I planned on, that's what I paid money for, that's why I woke up today. So I figured there would be tables of water that I could go grab, but now I just don't have water, and I gotta run 13.1 miles with no water. So we'll see how that goes. Not feeling great about it, can't lie. We'll see.
But again, I had been preparing for 3 months, and I didn't want anything to stop me. Nothing was going to stop me from doing this. I was just going to do it. And I was very positive until about 3 miles in, when the positivity wore off, and I just got kind of sad.
I've been training for 3 months. I was so excited to have like an event, you know, where people would celebrate the achievement with me. But now I'm just alone. Just like all my training runs. I just moved out to LA, you know. I didn't have anyone coming to this event with me. You know, there was gonna be no one at the finish line other than the people at the event. I figured at least, you know, I could ask them to take some pictures of me after. But now it's like, I'm gonna just have to set my phone up and take pictures of myself after, which is so fucking depressing. I hate it.
I just moved to Los Angeles from Missouri, so I don't really have anyone out here that I could invite to a race. I have friends, but not close enough friends to be like, hey, will you wake up at 5:40 and drive an hour to the beach so you can see me run? So I was excited to have like some other runners at the event to be doing stuff with and celebrate with, like this achievement that we complete together. And then around mile 5, I think the loneliness of the situation really started to get to me.
I'm about 5 miles in, and I gotta say my pace is good. But I just did the down and back, so I gotta do that 3 times. I don't know, it just is depressing. Like, there's nobody there. There's nobody at either end being like, good job. It's just me on a run. People don't understand. You know, people are just enjoying their day at the beach. They didn't know that I just like, I've been training 3 months for this moment. Ought to be let down because there's not actually an event.
So mentally, I was already just feeling bad 5 miles in. Physically, things didn't even really start getting bad until about halfway through.
Okay, we're halfway there, 6.6 miles. I gotta say, it's getting hard. We're gonna keep doing good because we're killing it so far. There was like 2 other people that showed up here for the race that I was gonna do today that also didn't know it was canceled, but they were both doing the 5K. So I absolutely dusted them and they're done. So now I'm truly the only one running this race.
I've done half of it, and now it's starting to really get tough. I don't have any water. And because things started to get tough, I was lucky enough that the runner's high kind of kicked in for a second.
Absolutely flying 7 miles an hour. They want me to slow down. About 7.5 miles in. Definitely starting to feel it in my feet, in my chest. I mean, we're still going strong, but it's starting to hurt a bit. Good news is there's a lot of other people running. They're not racing. I'm the only one here for a race, but I'm absolutely dusting all of them. Just flying by them, just zoom. Oh, you like your little 3 mile zoom. On a half marathon, baby. Killing it. Killing it.
But the high did not last very long at all.
10 miles down. They say the half marathon is a 3 mile race. It's a 10 mile warm up. And these 3 miles are gonna be tough. They're gonna be really hard. I feel bad. I'm cramped up. I'm thirsty. My legs hurt. I'm demoralized. But we're gonna finish.
And all I'm doing at this point is just plugging away, just trying my best. And I think you can really see that this is where I'm starting to suffer. Like, there's just like a necklace of salt from my sweat on my shirt now. And I just like overall look gross. I was so dehydrated that my lips were like peeling. Every once in a while, I would just like bite off a huge chunk of my lip. And then about 10.5 miles in, things started getting like really bad.
My hands are starting to feel a bit tingly. I feel like I'm getting a bit dehydrated. I'm gonna keep going though. I really would hate to stop now. But obviously, if like I'm about to die, I gotta chill.
In fact, when I'm watching these videos back, I really don't think they do the feeling justice. Like, I truly did not think I was going to be able to finish at this point. I was like, I'm going to die. At least in my voice, you can at least like get the feeling of how demoralized I was at this point. But I truly was like, I am severely dehydrated right now, and this is not safe for me to be running. I just kept kind of plugging away and just tried to take it in little chunks at a time. 30 more seconds, just 30 more seconds, 30 more seconds. When you start like compartmentalizing things and start setting more achievable goals throughout the run, you just naturally kind of keep hitting those goals and you keep going. And then I hit the 12-mile point.
12.1 miles down. 1 mile to go. My heart hurts. I'm losing feeling in my hands, on my feet. I truly feel like I'm not in good health. I need water desperately. But I'm only a mile away. I've come this far. I'm gonna try to see it through. Oh, fuck.
You know, obviously in this process, I've been like reading about other people's marathon experiences, and I've been trying to get advice on like, you know, how to do this because it's hard. And one of the cool ideas I saw is that when you're running a marathon, for the last 5-6 miles, you just dedicate every mile to a new person in your life. So when I hit the 12.1 mark and I was like 1 mile left, I got a little bit emotional.
I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for my friends back home. I'm doing this for the friends I've made out here. I'm doing this for everyone that's ever thought that I could achieve anything. And most of all, I'm doing this for myself. I can do anything I set my mind to. 1 more mile. Let's do it.
I'm at a weird place in life right now. I've left all of my friends and family and moved halfway across the country to pursue my dream of working in arts and entertainment, and it's been really hard. And I set out on this journey with running to kind of cope with that. There's so much uncertainty in my life right now, and there's so much uncertainty in my line of work that running has been this like really awesome structured thing, and it's the only thing that's mapped out for me. One of the reasons I was really excited for the race is that it was the weekend before Thanksgiving, and this is going to be my first Thanksgiving alone. So I was really excited for the idea of this week having a group of people that I can like celebrate with and share an achievement with. So through all of this, to have a day like this where literally nothing goes to plan, I can't sleep, I'm running alone, I don't have any water, that last mile was really tough. I was keeping people in my mind and just kind of trying to put one foot in front of the other. Then I hit the 13-mile mark and I only had 0.1 miles to go, and I think that's when I was like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to finish. And then I did.
1:57:15. Final time. I went like 0.1 miles over just because I'm a freak. 0.01, I mean. I'm in so much pain. I'm far away from my car. I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to walk back. I did it. I did it. Not at all how I thought it would go, but I did it.
And then I made the long trek back to my car where I could finally get a nice, refreshing drink of water. Wait.
Oh, I got it. I look disgusting. This is really embarrassing now. I thought I was going to be able to drink water the entire race. So as like a congratulations, the only thing I brought was a non-alcoholic Heineken. I haven't drank any water since I've started. This is probably the worst thing for me to be drinking, but I guess it's carbs and there's no alcohol, so thank God. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Oh, that's such a horrible thing to drink after a race. What a dumb fucking idea. What a stupid ass dumb idea. I love it. What a what a ridiculous morning. What an absolutely ridiculous morning. What the fuck just happened?
So that was my first half marathon. It was unofficial. I most certainly did not get a medal, and I honestly didn't need to wake up that early or drive that far to do that. Overall, it was a really bittersweet moment because while it didn't go to plan at all, I was still like really proud of myself for doing that. And I was really proud of myself for not letting any of the things really get me down. There's a lot of things in life that can prevent us from doing the things that we want to do, but sometimes you just have to do them anyways. Thank you guys for watching. I know this video was a little bit different than all the other videos I've made. I don't know what I'm coming with next, but it'll probably be funny again. If you got to this point in this video, you're a sexy little runner and I love you. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.